Could have wind gusts of up to 50 to even 60 miles per hour in some places, from Canyon Lake down to New Braunfels along that I-35 corridor. Now, what's interesting is these are non-thunderstorm wind gusts. There's no thunderstorm here. There's just some light rain that's pushing off to the east. What we've seen form here is a low pressure system on the backside of the rain. I'm going to go ahead and show you that radar again. Here's the rain. We'll go ahead and put it in motion, and we've seen a low pressure system form on the backside of this area of rain. So those are some pretty gusty winds. They could easily knock down tree limbs. They could easily knock down, lightweight patio furniture or things like that. They're not severe. They're not going to cause any major damage or anything like that, but it definitely kind of just shocks you to see those winds moving through, especially when you look up and there's only some light rain. I want to go ahead and put a track on where these winds are moving. They're moving east. They're moving away from the city of San Antonio. So if you're joining us in San Antonio, you're not going to have to deal with those winds. But these winds are moving east at about 20 miles per hour. It's pretty slowly propagating eastward, but it's something that I want to keep in mind for areas, the rest of parts of Comal and even parts of western Guadalupe County. Could be near the San Marcos area by about 11:45 in the next hour. So in the next hour, this is going to be out of here. We're not going to have to worry about those gusty winds for the remainder of the day, but it is something that I just wanted to hop on this appcast really quick and address. It's one of those situations where this isn't a severe storm. I don't need to go on KSAP for it, but I just wanted to keep you guys updated from Canyon Lake down to New Braunfels that you could briefly see a wind gust of up to 50, maybe even 55 miles per hour as that wake low, that's the meteorological term, a wake low, is forming on the wake side of that rainfall. Back to this rainfall here for us, or the radar imagery. And again, it's really this very heavy rain falling in parts of Lavaca County, Gonzales County, and DeWitt County that we're still concerned about some major flooding issues. But when we look out to the west a little bit more, we're starting to see a little more development out west. Even though San Antonio is currently not seeing any rain, I do think that into the afternoon there could be a couple more areas of scattered downpours. By far, the most of the rain has moved on out of here, but these scattered downpours that have developed across the hill country, this energy is going to propagate eastward as well. And so as we head into the afternoon, we still could see a few downpours here in San Antonio. But let's go ahead and talk about the amount of rain that we've seen in areas around San Antonio. What I'm going to do is we're going to turn on the storm totals. So this is a radar product. It estimates the amount of rain that's fallen, and the National Weather Service determines when the storm has started. So this is probably in San Antonio, rain since right before midnight, rain since about 2 a.m. for areas out to the east, rain since about 10 p.m. last night out west. And you'll notice it cuts off here in a circular formation. That's because this is how far the radar reaches. We'll turn on the other radar to take a look at rainfall totals or estimates out west in just a bit. First, though, I want to address how awesome this rain was for San Antonio. Yeah. Pretty awesome rain because honestly, we have not seen this much rain in San Antonio in a single day since October of 2021. So for about a year and a half. Take a look at all these yellows here. Anywhere you see yellow on your screen, that's about 2 to 3 inches of radar estimated rainfall. So from Leon Springs down to Timberwood Park to Johnson High School. Notice there's even some of these like orange colors closer to Reagan High School, Stone Oak area. This is where we've seen rainfall estimates of about 3 inches. That is good rain there for the Stone Oak area. Stone Oak area, part of that Edwards Aquifer recharge zone. So that means the aquifer is going to go up. We're super excited about that. Even in fact, Justin Horn and I are hosting a aquifer gala today in celebration of all things that the EAA does. Out to the west side, 3 inches of rain near Lackland Air Force Base, nearly 2.5 to 3 inches of rain for Leon Valley, Windcrest area, about 2.5 inches of rainfall. Even these greens, which you may think didn't provide all that much rain, they actually did, closer to 2 inches of rainfall. So it's just that the yellow, that's 2 to 3, the green is 1 to 2. more so 1.5 to 2, because just about everybody around South Central Texas saw some decent rainfall since about midnight. You'll notice that the reds really start to pop up here for Gonzales County, Cuero, Yorktown, Kennedy. Again, these are radar estimates of 5.5 inches of rain in those areas. That's why they're dealing with the massive flash flooding. However, I will say that around San Antonio, we are still seeing some flooding of many of the area creeks and streams. We're going to go back to the radar here. Again, this is the main area of rain is moving through Austin, Bastrop, down toward Cuero. But I want to show you real quick here that in San Antonio, we are still dealing with some flooding issues. Pardon me, I've been talking since 1 a.m. So you can see that that is 90 at General McMullen. This to me just looks like some general ponding on the roads, but it's completely shut down 90 east there at General McMullen. And in fact, first responders are starting to ask people to go on the side of the highway there. And that's what you're seeing there, 90 at 36th. Meanwhile, there are other areas where we're seeing some flooding issues that are pretty typical. Like this is 35 at Salado Creek. You can see Salado Creek there off in the distance going over that low water crossing. And again, the first responders doing their job. They're stopping people. That car right there looks like it wants to go over, but it says, nope, I'm a turn around. I'm a don't drown. That was a good move there. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look out toward, there was one other one I wanted to show you all, I believe. Well, yeah, I wanted to show you Leon Creek and 90. It's not really going over 90, but you can see just how swollen it is. Okay, well, I'm not finding it. But I wanted to show you again that there are, even though the rain has moved out, those creeks are still pretty swollen. And so, pardon me, and so just use extra caution today. Otherwise, it's those wind gusts near New Braunfels right now that are a big story. I'm gonna go ahead and take a sip of water. Yeah, it's those wind gusts near New Braunfels that are the big story. With some redevelopment out west, we'll see some more scattered activity later on today. So again, just be careful as you're heading out. I wanted to also share with you some of our KSAT Connect pictures. I have to go and grab the iPad. My director, Robert Flowers, just walked in. Flowers, is everything okay?
6.
Oh, let's go to 6. Okay.
That's Medial Creek.
What?
Medial Creek.
Can you hit it? Yeah. There you go, Medio Creek. You can kind of see it right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not showing it. Yeah.
It started to recede, which is good news. It's very good news. Thanks for that, Flowers. Okay. Yeah, Flowers has been with me here since 1 o'clock this morning as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these pictures that you all sent in. Take a look at this. This is Salado Creek Trailway there. Yeah. This is why this whole area floodplain was built, and that's why when you're walking on the trailway, you see all those signs that says when it floods, go to higher ground. That's exactly the reason why there. And just looking at some of these rainfall totals that you all sent in, I really appreciate it. You'll see the general screen here while I load up some of these. All right, there's that. Getting a lot of good pictures here. Let's check out some of these rain gauges. Yeah, unfortunately there was a little bit of damage, like tree limbs and things down from some gusty winds of up to 60 miles per hour. But the good news is mostly this was just very good rain for many folks. Oh, cool clouds. Okay, I'm gonna show those. All right, here are the cool clouds. These are really neat undulatus asperatus clouds. They kind of look like they're undulating, right? So this is a really neat look there. Chavano Park, almost 3 inches of rainfall. Way to go, Chavano Park. Don't speed in Chavano Park. I learned that the hard way in high school. Okay, there's 3 inches of rain there that fell in southwest Bexar County. Wonderful. In Atascosa, Texas. That's not Atascosa County, it's Atascosa, Texas in southwest Bexar County. And then look at that, 3 inches of rain there in Leon Springs. Great place to live, Leon Springs. All right, and then this picture of 2 inches of rain sent in to us. Thank you so much. 2.5 inches of rain in Pleasanton, and then the undulatus asperatus. All right, I know it is Mother's Day weekend. I know a lot of people are hoping to get some time out and about this weekend. I would say today, again, remember, we still do have a chance for some of that scattered rain later on today. But for now, here's what we're looking at for the remainder of the day. Rain chances go down to 40% this afternoon, but we still could see a few of those storms. And remember, the ground is saturated, so wherever a storm develops, it could easily lead to some ponding on the roads, flooding issues, but we should get to about 78 today, so a little bit on the cooler side. And then we look at rain chances elsewhere, for the remainder of the weekend and into the week. Monday, again, so if you are somebody who's like, oh, Sarah, I didn't get as much rain as I wanted today, don't forget that this is a 3-day rainfall event. So we have a small chance for rain tomorrow for Mother's Day, but on Monday, we have a better chance for rain. 70%. By about Thursday and Friday, though, we'll turn off the tap. So that is something that we'll be keeping in mind. Here's your look at your Mother's Day forecast, 30 to 40% chance, 80 degrees for the high. And then again, we'll up those rain chances on Monday for us. I'm going to go back to the radar here. There it is. And I am really intrigued by this line that is developing west of San Antonio, hoping to see some additional rainfall. Let's go ahead and take a look here. I'm going to go ahead and play this and put this in motion. Again, if you have friends and family that live in Gonzales, DeWitt, Karnes County, advise them that there is flash flooding going on. I'm sure they already know. And then if you are in Comal County tuning in to the Appcast right now, wondering, hey, what the heck is that gusty wind that was just reported? A bit of a wake low formed on the other side of the rain. And so when we look at gust estimates here near New Braunfels, about 51 miles per hour of a wind gust estimate. So yeah, in the next hour or so, that'll be moving eastward towards Zorn, towards San Marcos. Let's go ahead and go back to the radar here. And let's take a look at what interested me out west. It is quiet right now in San Antonio, but we are starting to see some storms form west of San Antonio. For Del Rio, Rock Springs, Lakey, these are going to start to move east. The energy producing these storms is going to start to move east. We'll have to wait and see how organized it can be. The atmosphere is pretty worked over after dumping 1 to 3 inches of rain around San Antonio, but we'll be keeping an eye on things. Just wanted to hop on here real quick, give you a quick Appcast update. Thank you so much for sticking with us this weekend. Again, 40% scattered this afternoon, 40% scattered tomorrow, so a little bit lower coverage. And then Monday, we see our rain chances increase again. This is all good for the aquifer. This is all good for our drought. We'll continue to keep you posted on air, online, and on the KSAT Weather Authority app. Thanks so much.